Gur mágad a Comhairle agus caiimé rá an cédul síos gur chúis Londar chrí dom bheith rís an seo san trocha tríú dáil agus gabham cógáirdeas le gach duine sibse atá achoffa agus sibse atá nua tofa. Tásúla go mbeidh rá dé bhur go daibre. I want to thank the clerk and congratulate Peter Finnegan and his excellent team on the preparations which have gone into today and which allowed this Assembly to function as efficiently as it always does. I'm grateful for the opportunity to say a few words to you this afternoon and to congratulate my colleague and my friend Denis Naughton on having entered this competition, because competition is an essential part of the democratic process, and I know Denis to be a very fine parliamentarian and a man of considerable integrity. 4 years ago, colleagues, I stood here seeking your support for election as Ceann Comhairle. Then I was something of an unknown quantity to many of you. Today, I seek a renewal of that mandate, hoping that my work over the last 4 years has assisted with the progression of the crucial Dáil reform agenda to make our Dáil more reflective and responsive to the needs of a national parliament in 2020. I work on the basic principle of respect for the mandate that each member of the Dáil has received from their electorate. That mandate is in every respect equal and deserving of similar priority. In the 32nd Dáil, we worked together in a more collegial fashion than ever before to create a progressive Dáil Reform Committee at which each group in this House was represented. We achieved change by working collaboratively to alter how the business of this House is conducted. We established a fully representative Dáil Business Committee which succeeded for the most part in building consensus around the weekly and sessional Dáil agendas. We established an independent parliamentary budget office, now fully operational, which supports and assists all members in budgetary processes. We have also set in train that budget office and its ability to cost legislative proposals and even in time political manifestos. We have built that independent statutory budget office to emulate the Congressional Budget Office on Capitol Hill, which is viewed internationally in a very positive light. We have augmented our Parliamentary Legal Advisers Office to offer expert advice and support to members in both writing and amending legislation in an efficient and effective manner. The Irish Women's Caucus of the Houses of the Oireachtas was also established, and within months of its creation, under the leadership of Deputy Catherine Martin, the Women's Caucus hosted the first major international conference of women's caucuses in Dublin Castle. A clear and practical example of parliamentarians working together towards a clear and important end result to the benefit of us all. Other absolutely critical all-party committees on health under Deputy Roisin Shortall, on housing under former Deputy John Curran, and on the traveller community under Senator Colette Kelleher, to name just a few, have seen us work well for common cause and for the good of groups and individuals whose interests we must pursue in this 33rd Dáil with even greater enthusiasm, with even greater energy, effectiveness and absolute urgency. We have engaged with the youth of this nation on the crucial issue of climate change. We worked with RTE in bringing the young people protesting outside the gates of Leinster House into this chamber to sit in the seats that we now occupy. At that youth assembly, a world first, our country's future debated meaningful, sensible and often inspired proposals and practical solutions to that existential issue. All this work needs to continue, and it needs to continue with efficiency and urgency. So I seek your support this afternoon to continue that collegial approach to addressing our problems and to find solutions with the necessary alacrity. In another example of a changed approach, we have provided a platform here for a variety of international voices to speak with us in this chamber on matters crucial to the interests of our country. We welcomed Nancy Pelosi, Jean-Claude Juncker, Guy Verhofstadt and Michel Barnier to engage with us in matters of the greatest importance. And as we move forward, we can seek the views of other international voices in this chamber to inform our work and to challenge our views. Respectful debate is the lifeblood of this chamber, and I will strive to have all voices heard. In the last 2 years, we celebrated the centenary of both the first sitting of Dáil Éireann and of women's suffrage. We did this with dignity, respect, with public and international support. For our part, as in Oireachtas, we must ensure that the important commemorative events which lie ahead are conducted with sensitivity, but also with absolute integrity. In short, as I stand before you and mention just some of the many valuable initiatives that we have taken together over the past 4 years, I humbly seek your support to continue to work in partnership with you to make the 33rd Dáil an assembly that the Irish people can be proud of. One which, working with government and opposition, helps us to deliver the meaningful change which our masters, the people, urgently demand and deserve. Our challenge, colleagues, our challenge is to decipher, to interpret, to respect and to act upon the people's voices as articulated at the general election earlier this month. If honoured to take the chair of this Assembly, I resolve to continue my work in promoting and respecting all voices of this House without fear or favour. We have challenges as we move to express the will of the people who put us here. I seek to build upon the relationships made, the friendships formed and the consensus achieved in the last Dáil by serving the 33rd Dáil to the best of my ability. As I said in 2016, my ambition is to serve the members rather than become a slave to any system. We have much important work left to undertake to make this 33rd Dáil a fit, a productive and a fully relevant Assembly. I hope you will honour me by allowing me to continue, for now, to chair this Assembly. Go raibh maith agaibh.